right, it's another 21090 Breakfast Brew Day. Something really special today. We're finally doing our Clone Wars. But I'm kind of missing somebody. Yeah, what's going on with Andy? Andy, where are you?
Morning, boys. Happy Brew Day. I'm up here in beautiful downtown Erie, and it looks like you guys decided to brew without me. Very cool. No big deal. It's only Clone Wars. We've been promoting this since June, right? All right, so two things came to my mind. One, you guys should go onto Netflix and rent Band of Brothers. That's for obvious reasons. And then two, why don't we turn this into a little friendly competition? I'm thinking 3 categories. The first, closest to the original in smell. Second, closest to the original in terms of taste. And third, in terms of color. If you guys accept, let me know. I'll be up here all day while you guys are brewing away, so I'm waiting your response.
You fought in the Clone Wars?
Yes. I was once a Jedi Knight, the same as your father.
All right, we hear you, Andy. Challenge accepted. It's on now, brother. So, folks, what you're going to see here is 3 separate videos, Grain to Glass, Brew Day to Review Day, for each of our separate beers. So, let's go. Cheers. Do it. Andy has thrown down the challenge to us. Let me talk to you a little bit about what beer I'm trying to clone. So for me, you probably know this, but one of my favorite breweries, without a doubt, around is Heavy Seas. It's definitely my favorite local brewery. We live literally miles from the brewery, so we really support that brewery. Love their beers. One of my favorites from them isn't their flagship, although I do love the Moose Cannon and Bubble Cannon. This beer is going to be the Winter Storm. All right, so this is a English style beer, bitter, an ESB. It's an Imperial, 7.5%. I love this beer. My family love this beer. And I know Hugh Sisson, the founder and owner of Heavy Seas, this is his favorite beer that they brew. I love it. It's a great fall beer. I was lucky enough to email Heavy Seas for some tips on this recipe. And Chris Leonard, the brewmaster from Heavy Seas, is so kind. He sent back basically their entire recipe for this beer. So I should hopefully be on the mark here because I've got it straight from the source. So thank you to Chris and Heavy Seas for doing that for me. Let me crack this open and show you what kind of beer this is if you've never had a Heavy Seas beer. Again, this is an English style bitter, Imperial really. So it's got that toasty, nutty, malty. It uses both pale and dark malts. I mean, just look at that color. I mean, that's just, put it on the Heavy Seas glass right there. Just gorgeous. Really good. So that's the color I'm looking for. We'll do a review on this later, but you gotta drink it too while you're brewing it. Uses both pale malt as the base, 2-row. Then you also got a little bit of chocolate malt in it, about 0.5% of the bill. And then Crystal 80 and caramel. Hops for using English or UK varieties, Golding and Fuggle, and then the West Coast Cascade and Warrior. Cheers. So I'm in the mash out right now. Here's my color. SR, I'm supposed to be around 12, 13. So I'm happy with the color. I think we hit that. Everything's looking good. And we'll show you next with the boil. So we are real close to the break here. Getting ready to boil. First edition, really only bitter edition in this Winter Storm is the Warrior Hop. A little under an ounce going in at 90 minutes. So it's a 90-minute boil. First time I've ever done that. And And then I don't have anything else again until 10 minutes left in the boil. So here we go. Here's the boil. And we're breaking through. Right on cue too, look at that. All right, so now it's time to try the beers and see how we actually did cloning them. Who's here? Oh, Andy, you're back. You're here with us.
I'm here.
All right, that's
I wouldn't
good.
miss this.
You wouldn't miss this. You remember, we brewed without him, and you were a little mad about that.
I'm still bitter.
Yeah, still bitter. But this is an extra strong bitter, so it works. All right, so my beer was the Winter Storm from Heavy Seas, one of my favorite beers they produce. It's sort of a extra strong bitter, English style bitter. So we've got Winter Storm poured out and my beer behind it. So here is the actual Winter Storm and here is my beer. So just on appearance, what do you guys think?
No,
Close?
remember we got 3 categories. You got aroma, you got appearance, and then you've got taste. So
Put that up there.
as far as the appearance, you're pretty darn close, buddy.
I'd say I'm a little bit darker.
A little darker,
A little darker.
but spot on as far as you know
Right.
getting. I think job well done there.
All right, that's good. So let's get into those. So this is the Winter Storm. All right, so again, this is a sort of English style bitter, very sort of toffee. Not a ton of hops coming off nose. They use both English and U.S. hops in this.
A little break from
earthy.
their German hops. Huh?
Right. So that's the nose on that. Now take mine. No, don't sip it yet. Let's smell mine. Theirs is a bit more than mine. Mine coming off the nose.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
Right.
I'll say smell a little
Like-
more alcohol, less of the toffee tones.
Yep. So again, they whirlpool it. You saw the video. I stir it. So they have a hop back, sort of much better efficiency on that. So theirs is definitely a better smelling beer. I mean, I'm not like
Yeah, it's not
way off.
Yeah.
But theirs
It's
isn't
a little more
it's not a
prominent
huge nose on
toffee.
theirs to begin with.
Yes,
Don't be so
I agree.
yourself.
I
I
agree.
think it's great.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Enough of this. Vader, release him.
As you wish.
Okay, so let's taste Winter Storm from Heavy Seas. So again, you get that sort of toffee, that caramel, a little bit of a bitter finish, very clean. I think the IBUs on this are 50. I love this beer. I think it's a great style because you got sort of the malt in this as well as sort of that bittering hops, and then they have somewhat sort of aroma with the hop back or the whirlpool. I just think it's a really, really good beer.
It's a nice beer.
It's a good beer.
A little bit of bite
Mm-hmm.
on,
bite,
the back end. You can
Easy,
You can
easy
kinda-
drinking.
Right? Now let's try mine. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
All right.
Todd, I'm excited.
First thoughts, I actually would say I think you can taste a little bit of the whirlpool.
Can
some of the
you?
hops from
Yeah.
the whirlpool.
Right.
A little bit more so than with Heavy Seas.
So I had trouble calculating what they did in the whirlpool. I think I put too much, and I think you're 100% right on there. But I don't think it's exactly like theirs.
This doesn't have the bite, I think, that you get
Correct.
from that.
I agree with you.
yeah.
So this is a little bit of a smoother finish, which I think a lot of people actually prefer. Depending upon how you like your beers.
Yeah.
And not quite as malty, I don't think, as the.
Yeah, they certainly, I think, probably have better ingredients than me, and certainly better efficiency than me.
Both of them are really good beers. Both of them are they're similar in so many ways, but on the taste, they just have those two kind of. They flip flop a little bit. You got the bite on this one. You got that big malty kind of backbone to this, and this is a touch sweeter, I think.
Yeah.
And a little bit more of kind of a smooth finish, which
Yeah, I think that
Both
the
really
whirlpool
nice.
Probably
Yeah.
was,
So, I mean, I'm close
Would you say?
I think you did a
I mean,
really
they're
nice
not
job.
too far apart. I didn't hit it. I mean, hey, they are an amazing brewery.
You're in the ballpark for sure.
In the ballpark, right?
Absolutely.
That's good.
This is
I was happy with it. It cleared up real nice. The appearances
Absolutely.
right on. Again, you're right. There are some tweaks. I think I need to make. Maybe that Whirlpool is probably what's doing it for me. Their malt also is probably a lot better than ours.
Well,
And so
they're
it's giving
heavy
me
Cs.
They are heavy C's. So anyway, that's the first Clone Wars. But what's up next? I think E, you're up next. Next
I'll be
week,
up.
1 week from today, you'll see that
Awesome.
video. So we'll continue this, and then Andy, you'll be up last but not least.
if
2
nothing
weeks
else,
from
it'll
now.
be entertaining.
That's right. All right. So from 21090, like, subscribe us, and cheers.
We'll see you soon, guys.
Right.
All right.
Well done.
Oh, that's way too bumpy. Hold on. Oh my God, what is this? 1. Just put my big fat finger in the way.